Well, so I guess we can kind of go, like, do you guys have price for the 400 or 450 SS?
We're going to probably be in the mid fives.
Okay, so this brings me to something I've been wanting to talk to you about, and we were talking about it earlier. So the motorcycle market right now, anybody that rides at this current point is so privileged because we have the most amazing motorcycles, and you guys are new. You have great bikes, and the price, you cannot beat the price that you guys are selling your bikes for. So having ridden two of them, I can't really figure out where you guys are cost cutting, because that's the main thing I was worried about the most. I was the most excited about the 300, just because I know it would do well with my audience, with, you know, people that don't know how to ride. They're searching YouTube for how to ride. So I knew there was going to be a lot of people that watch that bike, and I'm like, okay, I want to ride this bike for those people. Where are these cost cutting coming out? And I can't figure that out. So can you help me to understand how your bikes are cost what they do?
Yeah, I think, you know, there's a bunch of different things that play into that. So, you know, there's kind of I don't want to say a stigma, but obviously there's people have personal opinions about China and Chinese products and things like that. We've all talked about that. So, you know, and then you go back, 15 years ago, there was a lot of products that were brought in the motorcycle power sports industry from overseas that weren't reliable. You know, they didn't have a good dealer network. They didn't have, the backing of parts and service and things like that. So we understand that there's stuff that we need to overcome, and we need to overdo things to make sure that we gain that trust of customers. So what we do is to try and get into the market. Sometimes we'll just say, okay, we need to make less on this because we need to be competitive, versus, okay, this bike, we know that Yamaha, Kawasaki, Honda are all right here. Okay, we're the new guy on the block. We need to gain customers' trust. There's a lot of new customers out there. So we don't want to, we need to say, okay, here's our benefit. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it's just,
take the hit.
Yeah. You just gotta, hey, okay, well, you know what? We're new. We gotta, this is how it goes sometimes. So
it's interesting because the way you were describing the U.S. headquarters doing this slow slog, building up, and then years later preparing for that moment, right? Not just kind of come out the door swinging and then try to put yourself at the top of the list. Is that slow build? I'm sure there were some growing pains in that time, and there was probably moments where people are just sitting around are we doing the right thing? Do we have to continue doing it this way? There's a time when you're just okay, now we move, we got to go forward, but it might not be the right time. It sounds like in a similar way, taking the hit on the top end and how much you guys bring in per unit means that, one, people can get into your stuff at a more affordable rate. But it also means that you're saying we trust in our product enough to take the hit, because at the end of the day, 5 years from now, it's going to be a huge part of the market. We believe in the product, so we're willing to take that kind of slow slog first. Yeah. Well, we put, all the bikes other than Popio come with 2-year standard unlimited mileage warranty. Right. So off the front, we're believing it in the back. So, that's kind of how we're, okay, hey, we have a lot of faith in this.